When your dog climbs into bed with you tonight, do you actually know what they're trying to say? Most people think it's just about warmth or comfort, but what's really happening goes so much deeper than that, and if you're not paying attention, you're missing messages your dog has been sending for years. Here's what nobody tells you. Your dog has a couch, a favourite sunny spot by the window, probably their own bed that you spent good money on, yet night after night, they choose you. That's not random. Dogs are descendants of wolves, animals that survived by making calculated decisions about safety and pack structure. When Frenchie waddles over and curls up against your legs, he's making a choice rooted in thousands of years of evolutionary instinct. Sleep is the most vulnerable state any animal can enter. In the wild, sleeping in the wrong spot means you don't wake up. Every fibre of your dog's biology screams at them to find somewhere hidden, somewhere protected. Instead, they bypass every safe corner in your home and climb into bed with a human who could roll over and crush them. Think about what that actually means. A study published in the Journal of Veterinary Behaviour found something remarkable. Dogs who sleep with their owners don't just feel comfortable. They experience measurably reduced anxiety, learn faster, and adapt to changes more easily than dogs who sleep alone. This isn't about convenience for them. It's about emotional survival. But here's where it gets interesting. When your dog sleeps with you, their brain releases oxytocin, the same bonding hormone that floods a mother's system when she holds her newborn. The same chemical that makes you feel safe and connected. Your dog isn't just lying there. They're biochemically bonding with you on a level most people never realize is happening. Now, certain breeds take this further than others. Companion breeds like Cavalier King Charles Spaniels and Chihuahuas were literally engineered over centuries to crave this closeness. But even independent breeds, the ones that seem aloof during the day, often seek out their person at night. Because nighttime is different. Darkness changes the equation. Pay attention to where your dog positions themselves. Not just that they're in the bed, but exactly where. Some dogs sleep pressed against your back, others curl up by your feet. Some brave souls wedge themselves between your legs. Each position is a different message, and we'll break down what those mean in a moment. Research from animal behaviourists reveals that dogs actually override their natural sleep patterns to match yours. Dogs are crepuscular by nature, meaning they're wired to be most active at dawn and dusk. That's when their wolf ancestors hunted. But dogs, who bond deeply with their owners, gradually shift their entire internal clock. They stay awake when you're awake. They sleep when you sleep. Not because it's natural for them, but because being in sync with you matters more than following their own biology. Your dog is rewriting millions of years of instinct just to exist in your rhythm. And there's a specific reason they're doing this that most owners completely overlook. It has to do with how they see you and what role they believe they're playing in your life while you're asleep and defenseless. They think they're protecting you. When Frenchie sleeps facing the door, that's not accidental. When he positions himself between you and the edge of the bed, he's chosen that spot deliberately. Even a 15-pound French bulldog with breathing problems believes his job is to stand guard while you're vulnerable. This goes back to those wolf ancestors. In wild packs, members rotate watch duty during rest periods. Someone's always alert. Someone's always positioned between the pack and potential danger. Your dog hasn't forgotten that ancient protocol. He's just applied it to your bedroom. Watch where he settles. Dogs who sleep near your head are protecting your most vulnerable area. Dogs who curl up by your feet are positioning themselves where they can react quickly to threats. And dogs who sleep with their back pressed against you. They're maintaining physical contact while keeping their eyes on the room. Frenchie knows he's small, he doesn't care. Something deep in his wiring says this human is his responsibility. Now, about those sleeping positions. Each one translates to something specific. The tight curl where he tucks his nose under his tail shields every vital organ. He trusts you enough to sleep near you, but not quite enough to fully let go. There's still a layer of self-protection happening. But when Frenchie sprawls out completely, belly exposed, legs in directions that defy physics, that's total security. A dog showing his stomach believes absolutely nothing bad will happen. He's turned off every survival instinct that screams to stay guarded. The full contact press, where he wedges himself against you despite having the entire bed available, is the strongest statement of all. He wants zero distance. That's not clinginess. That's choosing proximity over comfort. And when he turns his back to you while staying close, some owners misread this as rejection. It's actually the opposite. In dog language, turning your back means you trust someone so completely, You don't need to monitor them. It's a compliment wrapped in what looks like indifference. Here's something else most people miss. Your scent becomes Frenchie's security blanket. Your bed doesn't just smell like fabric softener to him. It smells like safety, like pack, like home. That's why he sometimes sleeps on your pillow when you're gone. He's not being weird. He's self-soothing with the scent that makes him feel most secure. The physical contact itself triggers something measurable. Both your bodies release oxytocin during those long nights pressed together, the same hormone that bonds mothers to infants. You're not just sharing a bed. You're biochemically reinforcing a connection that goes deeper than most human friendships. But if Frenchie suddenly changes his pattern, if he stops sleeping with you after months of the same routine, don't ignore it. Dogs communicate discomfort through behavior changes long before they show obvious pain. A shift in sleeping habits can be an early warning that something's wrong, physically or emotionally. The point is this. When Frenchie climbs into your bed tonight, he's not just getting comfortable. He's choosing you over every other spot in the house. He's assigning himself a protective role. He's syncing his biology to yours, and he's telling you in the only language he has that you're his entire world. That's not small. That's everything. They think they're protecting you. When Frenchie sleeps facing the door, that's not accidental. When he positions himself between you and the edge of the bed, he's chosen that spot deliberately. Even a 15-pound French bulldog with breathing problems believes his job is to stand guard while you're vulnerable. This goes back to those wolf ancestors. In wild packs, members rotate watch duty during rest periods. Someone's always alert, someone's always positioned between the pack and potential danger. Your dog hasn't forgotten that ancient protocol. He's